What if I told you that an ancient Sanskrit text contained some of the most advanced findings of modern astrophysics? In the following section, we will delve into the Puranas, which are ancient texts that describe the creation and evolution of the universe according to Hindu mythology. These texts provide us with astonishingly precise scientific information regarding the origin and development of the Sun. Namaste and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're exploring the mythology and traditions of Hinduism, one of the world's oldest and most complex religions. At the heart of Hinduism is a vast and intricate system of myths, legends, and stories, each offering a glimpse into the profound truths and mysteries of the universe. In this video, we're focusing on the Sun, a powerful and revered figure in Hindu mythology. In Hindu tradition, the Sun is not just a physical object in the sky, but a divine entity known as Surya, the sun god. According to Hindu beliefs, the Sun is a source of light, warmth, and energy, and is responsible for the growth and sustenance of all living things. But the Sun is more than just a life-giving force in Hinduism. It is also a symbol of the eternal nature of the universe, and is associated with cycles of creation, destruction, and rebirth. In Hindu mythology, the Sun's birth and death are seen as part of a larger cosmic cycle, reflecting the infinite and cyclical nature of the universe itself. So join us as we explore the fascinating story of the Sun in Hinduism, from its creation to its eventual destruction and rebirth. Through this exploration, we hope to gain a deeper understanding of the rich and complex traditions of Hinduism, and the profound insights it offers into the mysteries of the universe. In Hinduism, the Sun is a divine entity known as Surya, the sun god. Surya is a significant figure in Hindu mythology and is associated with a wide range of symbols and rituals. He is often depicted as riding a chariot pulled by 7 horses, each representing a different color of the rainbow. He is also associated with the lotus flower, which symbolizes purity and enlightenment. The worship of Surya has been a part of Hinduism for thousands of years, and he is still revered by many Hindus today. In Hindu tradition, the rising and setting of the sun are marked with various rituals and prayers, as people give thanks for the blessings of the day and prepare for the challenges of the night. Surya is considered the source of life and energy, and is often associated with health, wealth, and success. In Hinduism, there are many different mantras and prayers devoted to Surya, each designed to help followers achieve their goals and improve their lives. Beyond his role as a life-giving force, the Sun is also associated with cycles of creation, destruction, and rebirth. According to Hindu mythology, the birth and death of the Sun are part of a larger cosmic cycle, reflecting the eternal and cyclical nature of the universe. In Hindu tradition, the Sun is seen as both a symbol of growth and renewal, and a reminder of the impermanence of all things. According to Hindu mythology, the birth of the Sun occurred during the creation of the world by the god Brahma. Brahma created a golden egg, known as the Hiranyagarbha, from which all life and existence emerged. Inside the egg, Surya, the sun god, was born fully grown and immediately began to shine his light and warmth on the world. In some versions of the myth, Surya is said to have emerged from the lotus flower that sprouted from Brahma's navel. On the other hand, according to scientific theories, the Sun formed from a cloud of gas and dust known as a solar nebula. Over time, the solar nebula collapsed under the force of gravity and began to spin faster and faster, eventually flattening into a disk shape. The center of the disk became denser and hotter, eventually forming the Sun. The process of the Sun's formation is known as the process of accretion, and it occurred over millions of years. In the 19th century, Western scientists had no idea how old the solar system is. In the year 1903, the British physicist Ernest Rutherford was the first person to propose that rocks could be dated by comparing the ratios of radioactive isotopes. Thus, the year 1903 marks the advent of radiometric dating. However, 5 decades of arduous technological development was required before radiometric dating became accurate enough to obtain an age of 4,500 million years for the oldest meteorites in the solar system. Thus, the mid-1950s was the first time at which scientists were able to obtain a fairly accurate value for the age of the solar system. It took scientists another 50 years to obtain the precise value of 4,567 million years. It is very easy to remember because it is a simple progression 4, 5, 6, 7. In contrast with modern scientific view, the processes of solar creation and disintegration are orchestrated by a person, named Brahma. The authors of the Puranas do not deny the findings and mechanisms of modern science. Rather, they supplement these mechanisms with personal control. The concept of invoking personal control in the process of solar creation is so radical that we would be laughed out of the classroom were it not for the fact that the Puranic date for the age of the Sun is within 0.1% of the modern scientific value. Let me give you a simple example to help illustrate this point. When describing the process of baking a cake, one could describe the thermodynamics of an oven acting upon certain raw ingredients for a specified length of time. While this is certainly true, it neglects a very important aspect of the overall process, namely the fact that a person deliberately puts certain ingredients into the baking tray and deliberately set the oven temperature at a specific value designed to bake a cake properly. In a similar way, the Puranas do not deny the physical forces and mechanisms identified by modern science for the formation of the solar system, but they add an additional significant element in recognizing that personal control is also involved. According to the Puranas, at the end of each day of Brahma, the sun expands in size, thereby destroying all life on Earth and, thereafter, the solar system disintegrates. Brahma is a superhuman being in charge of our solar system. Then, during each of Brahma's nights, there is no activity. Brahma, near the end of each of his nights, reconstructs the solar system. Brahma partially reconstructs the Brahmanda and its inhabitants every day of his life. In this context, the word partial means that Brahma reconstructs the portion of the Brahmanda that is destroyed at the end of his day. In Puranic cosmology, there are 6 lokas situated above the plane of Bhu-loka or Bhu-mandala: Bhuva, Sva, Maha, Jana, Tapa, and Satya. Of these 6, the first 3 and Bhu-loka are destroyed at the end of the day of Brahma and are reconstructed at the beginning of the next day of Brahma. As discussed in Chapter 3 of my book, each day of Brahma has the duration of a kalpa, which includes 14 manvantaras and 15 samdhyas. The period of time between the night and the day of Brahma is called the pratisamdi, which equals a manvantara in duration. Since Brahma feels the urge to reconstruct the solar system at the end of his night, the reconstruction starts at the beginning of the pratisamdi. Since we are now in the 28th Kali Yuga of the 7th Manvantara, which means that 244.512 million years have elapsed since the end of the 6th Manvantara. Since a pratisamdi equals 1 Manvantara in duration, 7 Manvantaras and an additional 244.512 million years have elapsed since the last time Brahma reconstructed the solar system. Each Manvantara is accompanied by its Manvantara Samdhya. A Manvantara plus its Samdhya equals 616.896 million solar years. Multiplying 616.896 by 7 equals 4318.272, to which we must add an additional 244.512, which yields 4562.784 million years. Thus, according to the Puranas, the last time Brahma reconstructed the solar system was 4562.784 million years ago, which was at the end of his most recent night. This value is remarkably close to the modern scientific value of 4,567 million years ago, which was only discovered after a lengthy period of arduous technological development. According to modern science, the sun's energy output will increase in the future to such an extent that it will evaporate all the oceans and extinguish all life on Earth. This prediction for the Earth has been consistently maintained over the last half-century. In the year 2015, astrophysicist René Heller of the Max Planck Institute for Solar System Research wrote, "In general, the habitable zone of a star is the distance range in which an Earth-like planet would have the ability to sustain liquid surface water, the essential ingredient to make a world habitable. As time goes by, the solar luminosity and radius increase, and so the solar habitable zone moves away from the Sun. In about 1.75 billion years, the Earth will leave the habitable zone and become a desiccated giant rock." Heller, 2015. All modern scientists agree that the Earth will become a desiccated giant rock, but they disagree regarding the time at which this will occur in the future. Some researchers, including Professor Normal Sleep and colleagues at Stanford University, suggest that this will occur in 5 billion years instead of 1.75 billion years, as predicted by Heller. The Vayu Purana states that, as the end of the day of Brahma approaches, greatly amplified solar radiation will evaporate all water remaining on the surface of the Earth, thereby destroying all life on Earth, including small life forms, possibly insects and microbes. Subsequently, the surface of the Earth will melt. Again, at the end of Brahma's day, there is disintegration. At that time, Brahma feels the desire to sleep, and he destroys all living entities. Then, a 100-year drought occurs. Thereafter, whatever small living entities still survive on the surface of the Earth, having become very weak, die and merge into the Earth. Then, 7 types of solar radiation increase. The unbearable rays of the sun evaporate whatever water remains on the surface of the Earth. Out of the 7 bright rays, those of yellow-green color are the most prominent. The intensity of the sun's rays, which are spread all over the sky, gradually increase. Fire, which is the essence of wood, consumes the earth, making it glow. The Vishnu, Brahmanda, Kurma and other Puranas contain essentially the same description of this cataclysm. According to the Puranas, life on Earth will end 4690.656 million years from now, and the solar system will be completely disintegrated 5307.552 million years from now. From this we see that all the models of modern science qualitatively agree with the Puranic account of the future demise of life on Earth, and one of these models agrees with it quantitatively. Regarding quantitative prediction, the Puranas predict that life will remain on Earth for the next 4.69 billion years. It will be interesting to see if, in the future, Western scientists unanimously reach the conclusion that life on Earth will persist for the next 4.69 billion years. In conclusion, the Puranas provide us with a fascinating and detailed account of the creation, evolution, and eventual destruction of the Sun and the solar system. These ancient texts contain scientific information that aligns closely with the latest findings of modern astrophysics, including the age of the Sun and the process of its formation. Moreover, the Puranas provide us with a unique perspective on the Sun and its place in Hindu mythology, where it is revered as a divine entity and the source of life, energy, and renewal. By exploring the Puranas, we gain a deeper understanding of the complex and profound traditions of Hinduism, and the insights it offers into the mysteries of the universe. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery. We hope you enjoyed learning about the fascinating connection between Hindu mythology and modern astrophysics. If you did, please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Namaste.